Someone bought out Epcot today, so it closes at 5:30 and normally closes at 9. So today I wanted to take advantage of going on some of the rides, and today it's going to be all about the underrated rides at Epcot, in my personal opinion. And we're going to start off with one of my favorite, and that is Spaceship Earth. I love Spaceship Earth so much. It's super nostalgic. I definitely think it could do for an upgrade, but I think it's going to be so much fun because a lot of people are either going to park hop Epcot today and or just not even touch this park just because it closes at 5:30. Especially if you don't have park hopper tickets, they're probably going elsewhere today. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and follow along because today is going to be so much fun. Currently, Spaceship Earth is a walk-on, so I'm really excited about this. And normally in the earlier parts of the day, Spaceship Earth is a little longer, like around 30 to 45 minutes, because it's the first ride you see as soon as you walk into Epcot. So everybody tends to go right on it. That's your tip. If it's your first time coming to Epcot or Disney World in general, don't hit the parks that are first in the parks as soon as you walk in so early on in the day because it gets so clustered. And later on the day, it will be a walk-on, especially Spaceship Earth. At the end of the night, you can just go right onto this ride. So let's get going. I'm really excited. Here we go. I always love the entrance. I'm obsessed with this portrait up here. I think it's so cool. I just got off Spaceship Earth. I think that ride is so much fun. I think it's a perfect ride where you could go in, chill out. It's a super long ride too, so if you want some AC, that's a great ride. I definitely think it's due for an upgrade, but even so, I think that's such a fun ride to go on and to just chill out. And 75% of the time, it is a walk-on, so that's another reason I think it's definitely underrated. And it's just really cool to experience, and like it goes through our history, and I always think that's so much fun and definitely a nostalgic ride. And the next ride is the Seas with Nemo and Friends. I love the Finding Nemo ride. I think it's so cute, but that's not the best part. The best part is not the ride. It's when you get out, you go into the aquarium. So I think that's the best part, and why you should never miss this ride is because of the aquarium part. Now, this ride definitely can do for an upgrade. It's not my favorite, but if you're with kids, it's a good ride. Again, you're in the AC. This queue is so cool. AC, the lights aren't bright when you're walking through. This is just such a fun ride to go on. Again, it's not my favorite, but if you have kids or anything like that, definitely go on this ride, or just go check out the aquarium. The aquarium is the key in this ride, and why I think it's a ride that's underrated and to not miss, because it's so much fun that you can go on a ride really quick, relax your legs, and then go into the aquarium. What's not to love about that? And this ride is only at a 5-minute wait, which pretty much means we're just gonna walk right onto it. And this track is nice because the seats are constantly moving. The roller coaster is constantly moving, so it's nice that normally you just keep walking even if there is a line. So I'm really excited. I haven't been on this in a while. And it's so cool how you walk right out into the aquarium. So the one thing I will say about that ride, it is short. It needs to be updated, and some of the like animatronics didn't work. So they definitely have some bugs they need to fix, but it's still so cool coming into the aquarium, but you do not have to ride the ride to go into the aquarium. So just to preface that you could still come in here. And it's so cool. There's so much to see in so many little areas. There's even like this little kid area where you can play around, and I think it's so much fun. My niece loves coming here. And there's also a second floor. This is typically the area I like to hang out in. And the second floor is where you find the manatee, and I think this might be the coolest part and why I love coming on the ride. Now the next ride is Living with the Land. People either love it or they're against it, but I think it's so cool going through everything. And again, it's a nice long ride where you're in AC, so I really enjoy this ride. Me and my mom are obsessed with it, and with the different festivals, it also changes, and I just really enjoy this ride. If you love nature, you'll love this. The boat might not be the comfiest, but I think it's definitely one to enjoy. When I was younger, I didn't like it because I just wanted to be on the fast roller coasters, but as I get older, I'm like, this ride is the ride I want to go on.
This land, even the hooves of the mighty buffalo buffalo helped create the rich soil. One day become home to the American farm.
And Living with a Land ride is so good, and they still have all this stuff up from the Flower and Garden Festival, which I just love checking that out, and that ride is so good. But if you don't have that much time, I don't know if you should go on that ride because it's at least 10-15 minutes maybe, so it is a longer ride, but I think that makes it even more worth it to just get on that ride. And it's a boat ride, it's super chill. The seats aren't the best, but I always do love going on that ride. A lot of people don't end up going on that. Don't hit it midday because it will get up to like 45 minutes, but in the morning or later on in the day, it does go down. Like I just walked right onto that ride. There was no line. And the next ride, probably one of my favorite rides at Epcot, and a ride that I hit every single time that I come, is Figment. Literally love Figment so much. I'm so excited to go on this ride. I think it's adorable, and for me it's super nostalgic because I've been going to Disney since a young age. I know there's a lot of iffy opinions about it, but if you're coming to Disney with kids and you're in Epcot, go on Figment. It's only a 5-minute ride, and I think it's so adorable. It's one of the cutest rides, and my niece is obsessed with Figment too. She has a stuffed animal and she loves him, so I think it's such a fun ride.
Scientific, figment-free manner. The things we see with our eyes can control the eyes of the imagination. Let's begin by using the eye chart to test your vision. Now, all together, if you would please read line 3 and hit.
With F-I-G-M-E-N-T, you can see things differently.
This is not a good time.
It's always a good time to use your imagination, so let the good times roll! Woo! You win 1 cent!
Figment, don't! So, as you can plainly see, imagination works the best when it's set free.
You said it, Doc! Imagination is a blast! Imagination.
And those are my top underrated rides at Epcot. If you're going to Epcot, especially for your first time, check out these rides. Normally the wait time is short. I wouldn't wait longer than 30 minutes for any of these rides, but definitely check it out. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and follow along for fun Disney content, and thank you so much for watching.